Good morning, folks. Welcome back to another video. This morning we're back in Swansea at the moment, which I'll update you on later, but this morning we have a run on the schedule because it is 15 weeks until the London Marathon, which is now going to be my only marathon. I was originally going to do Rome, but I've decided I'm only doing London, and again I'll explain later why. But this morning we have an interval workout, which is the first workout of the program. It is 1.6 kilometers easy to start, and then 3 intervals of 1.6 kilometers with a 400-meter walk in between, and then 1.6 kilometers to cool down. So that is this morning's workout, and I will update you after that. Okay, that is the 3 intervals done. I'm just doing the last of the 400-meter recovery now, and then 1.6 kilometers easy to finish. So it was a tough workout, probably more so because it is absolutely freezing along the front here in Swansea. I think it's below 0. Overall, great run. That is this morning's run done. Absolutely freezing on the front, would you agree? Yeah, pretty cold. No gloves, I'm in a pair of shorts and calf warmers or whatever. It's probably my own fault, but it was cold. Anyway, the run itself, 8.8 kilometers total distance. I was using Strava, so I couldn't do separate intervals, but it was 1.6 kilometers times 3. My fastest kilometers were a 4:36, 4:37 and a 4:36. So I'm not sure what the total for that 1.6 kilometers was, but the kilometer itself of each of them was right around probably where I want it to be. So that is probably, based off this program that I'm doing, what my 5k pace would be. 8.8k, 49 minutes, average pace 5:39. Yeah, run done. Now it is time to get a coffee from our local, well, we've got 2 locals now, to be fair. We've got Crumbs, if you're from Swansea and in the Uplands you may know it, and then we've also got Sloth Coffee. So every now and then we have to cheat on the other. Today we're doing Crumbs.
5 minutes late.
Yeah, so I got my times wrong. So it turns out we're going to Sloth Coffee. So hopefully Harry or David don't watch this video. But we would have come to them anyway at some point, you know. So, but yeah, we're now going to Sloth Coffee because Crumbs isn't open. And Sloth is. Cheers. Morning coffee brought to you by Sloth Coffee. #1 coffee in Swansea. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
It's got to be up there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's run by 2 brothers who I may have an affiliation with, so this may be a biased review, but very good food. We've picked up an almond croissant, millionaire shortbread, good coffee, good service. What more can you want?
Great branding.
Great branding. I mean,
Cool
look at that.
t-shirts.
I have got one of their t-shirts. I did have a coffee tumbler, but it's gone missing. But yeah, great branding. If you're in Swansea in the Uplands area, check out Sloth Coffee. So, as mentioned this morning, it is 15 weeks until the London Marathon, and I'm running it for the MS Society as I got a place on their charity team. And it is a charity that I have previously raised for. It means a lot to me and my family, as my mum had MS since she was 19 years old, had it for over 40 years. And the last 12 months in particular have been pretty tough, in and out of hospital, seeing her in a lot of pain, and unfortunately she did pass at the end of last year on Christmas. And I don't really know how I feel at the moment, to be honest. I think it is simply a case of just taking it day by day and processing the last 12 months, the last week, last 2 weeks, just really trying to understand it. But what I do know is that I want to raise as much awareness and money as possible for the MS Society, as it is just a horrible disease it impacts a lot of people, it impacts families. And if I can just raise some awareness through this channel and by running the London Marathon, then that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I had originally planned to do the Rome and London Marathon because I hadn't got a place at London, so I was going to do Rome. But I have decided that I'm purely just going to run the London Marathon. It'll be my first marathon, and I just simply want to give it my all. I want to dedicate the next 15 weeks, going to absolutely smash it, follow this to the T. It's another level of motivation added to what was already there, and I simply just want to give it the best I can. So just wanted to kind of update a little bit on that side of things and explain a little bit about why I'm now solely doing London and the reason behind the fundraising aspect as well. Okay, good morning. It is Wednesday the 9th or 10th. I don't know. It's one of them, I think. It's January. We've got a easy run this morning. So 10 kilometers to get in down the front in Swansea. Yesterday, I wasn't really prepared for the cold. I had a hat and that was it. So today I've got gloves, got a hat again, but I've also got a snood to wear. So my face should be nice and warm. Still got a pair of shorts. I really need to get a pair of running joggers at some point, especially for winter training here in the UK, but for now it's just going to be a pair of shorts. So
oh, that's better. That's so much better. Right, get the hat on. You look like the right character. Oh,
better.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember that.
what a stunning morning. Wow, days like today are getting up this early. Makes it worth it. I love being home, just running along that.
Let you know that I'm always around, 'cause I know we can make it. Yes, we can make it if we try. Keep on
Okay,
trying.
that is this morning's run complete. 10 kilometers, 59 minutes, 2 seconds. So that is a 5:53 kilometer pace, which is slightly quicker than what my easy pace run should be. I should apparently be around the 6-minute mark, but it felt relatively easy, and my average heart rate was 140 beats per minute. So again, that's right where I'd want it to be for these easier, slower runs. So if I am a bit quicker when it comes to the pace that my program says, I don't think it's that much of a problem. As long as my heart rate is staying in that zone 2 mark, I'm absolutely fine with it. I have to say as well, if you're thinking about getting into running this year, you're thinking about doing like a 5k, 10k, half marathon, even a marathon, whatever it is, just do it. Absolutely, just go for it. You will not regret starting running, and it's just one of those sports, and maybe I'm biased because I'm able to run in Swansea along the front, along the sea, watch the sun come up in the morning, but I just feel so much better once I've been out for a run, especially first thing in the morning, getting it done before anybody else is up, before the sun even comes up, before you start your work day. It just makes you feel so much better, and I feel like it puts you in such a good place for the rest of the day, especially when it comes to work. So if you're thinking about it, just go for it. 100% you will not regret it, and especially if you're able to run, go for it. You know, don't waste the opportunity that you've got as a human being. It's pretty deep, this, but if you're able to get out there and run, you're not limited by your body in any way. Go for it. Just get out there, get the most out of your body, push it to its limits, and just take that opportunity of what you've been given. That's all I can really say. I know that's super deep for a Wednesday morning, but you know, just I feel so lucky sometimes to be able to just wake up, get out there, head for a run, and just get in 10 kilometers on a Wednesday morning. So yeah, that's my thoughts when it comes to running. Cheers. Post-run essentials as usual. Sloth coffee. More advertising for the boys.
Oh my god, it's so heavy. It is full.
He gave us a big one. And then you've got an almond croissant if you're into your sweet treats.
Filling looks incredible.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. It's like glazed.
That's good. That is very good.
Okay, so when it comes to training for the London Marathon, I am following a set plan that I found online. It is through a website called caffeinebullet.com. And essentially, you can go in there, plug in the time that you're looking to achieve or hoping to run, and then it's going to give you your easy pace time runs that you should be hitting, steady pace, tempo, 10k, 5k, 3k, 1 mile times, all the stuff that essentially during this training plan, if you can hit those times, you should be in a good position to achieve the time that you want for your marathon. So the program itself is 5 days of running. That is a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 of those runs are easy pace runs. So running at a 6-minute kilometer pace for myself, that is on a Wednesday, Saturday, and a Sunday long run as well. You've also then got 2 speed or interval sessions thrown in there. So you've got one that is more interval based, and then one that is either a tempo run or a steady pace workout. And that steady pace workout will be at marathon pace. Alongside that, I am also going to be weight training. I want to keep as much weight training as I can in my training plan. This week, being back in Swansea, I don't currently have access to a gym, so I'm just running. But once I get back to London next week, as Monday and Friday are off days from running, they will be gym days, plus Saturday, and then either a Wednesday, I'm thinking, or maybe a Wednesday and Thursday. I really don't know at the moment what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do 4 or 5 days weight training, but Monday, Friday, and Saturday will definitely be weight training days. So I've never actually used this program before, so I don't know how I'm going to perform off the back of it, but it looks like a pretty good program. In terms of previous training I've done, this will be the most volume and most running sessions that I've done in a week. So I'm intrigued to kind of see how my body holds up to the mileage and the running. I know for those easy runs, it's important to stick to the paces and keeping my heart rate as low as possible and just avoiding injury and build mileage through those easy pace runs. And then really trying to get the most out of those speed and tempo workouts on a Tuesday and Thursday, and see if we can run a sub 3:45 for our first marathon. When it comes to these videos moving forward, the plan is to upload at least 1 video a week. That is what I'm committing to, but ideally I'd like to film 2 days and then upload a video. So maybe 2 or 3 videos a week, just documenting as much of this training as possible so that maybe it's useful for somebody else who's doing their first marathon, but also, as I said, just to raise as much awareness as possible for the MS Society. So I'll leave a link in the description below where you can donate if you want, but even if you can't donate, if you could just share the video, give it a like, anything to kind of just boost it a little bit. So that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching if you did, and we'll see you in the next video.